All right, let's look at oil this morning. Let's go over the methodology. We are 2 for 2 on the 5 sim again this morning and 2 for 2 on the 3 sim. On the 5 sim Rinko, let me blow it up. Let's look at our sell signals. The 5 sim, I have 2 Rinko charts that we want you to use. Our Rinko bars that we programmed ourselves. With NinjaTrader, you cannot lock Rinko bars. You can't lock them. Everybody has Rinko bars out there because you can't lock them in NinjaTrader. You got to have your own server. Gerald and I built our own server to lock our Symmetry Rinko bar so it won't get out in the market. No trading room is going to get it. Nobody else is going to get this, only our members in the room. We lock it to our own server. We designed the Symmetry Rinko bar to only show dojis and spinning tops on potential reversals every single day, and it's one hell of a Rinko bar. It's the best I've ever seen out there, and I've seen a lot of them out there. Why? Because it will tell me where a major inflection point is going to happen. So when I combine the Rinko bar and I insert the J-signal algorithm in here and the indicator, it lets me know to the exact bar where to buy and sell. So if you look on the 5 sim, I like using a 5 and a 3 sim Rinko bar type on all markets, right beside each other. The 5 sim up here is a longer term time frame. You're not going to get a lot of signals. This morning we got 2 signals. It's been 2 for 2. Yesterday we were 100% in the morning also off of this, off these setups on long signals. And if you look, we have not lost a trade again in the last couple of days in the morning off the 5 sim yet. If you look how we trade it, when you get the arrows that pop up on the 5 sim, the fib dots will pop up first, then an arrow will pop up. That arrow signifies that we have a possible Fibonacci retracement into a possible Elliott wave move down. How you can get confirmation that the market's going to continue to go lower is the second bar after the low of the arrow's bar. The whole body of that wicks included, the arrow bar. If it closes below a partial body candle close, wicks don't count on the close below, just the qualification bar, the low of it. So the entire low of that arrow, if it's closed below a partial body candle close, wicks don't count, you have more supply than demand. You don't need to look at market delta and all these other tools. That tells you right there that that is a gorgeous entry to go short. Right there. You can actually, if you're going to use that as your entry bar, if you're going to use that as your entry bar, then what you can do, hold on one sec. If you're going to use that as your entry bar, then what you can do is you can even lower your stop to a close above, partial candle close above the high of that arrow. You can see the wicks did not get us out. We have the exact entry bar here with a big short. There's our small stop. It came up and tested it, went through it a little bit. Wicks don't count. We had a big short. Now we have a 3 sim Rinko bar. The 3 sim Rinko bar is for shallow retracements because if you see the 5 sim, it catches the deep retracements. We're 2 for 2 on deep retracements this morning. The 3 sim that we use, we put beside the 5, is it catches shallow retracements. But I don't take every trade on the 3 sim because shallow retracements will happen all day long in all markets, all day long. Shallow retracements, shallow retracements, shallow retracements. We don't want to take every 3 sim trade, every arrow that comes up. That's for the birds. We're more knowledgeable than that. We know better. We know that we can't just sell and buy shallow retracements all day. We know the 5 sim Rinko is a more credible chart because it's deep retracements. It's the most accurate chart. Well, then why in the heck would I trade the 3 sim Rinko then? I trade it for shallow retracements that's just breaking through my market profile on your own Ninja charts. It did it yesterday. It did it the day before. We had a huge trade to the upside, $400 trade yesterday, the same way in the morning. It broke through HVA. I took the first retracement long. We got $400 move up. Same thing here. It broke through HVA, LVA. It retested. I'll show you the signal right here. It broke through LVA, retested. Look at my 2 beautiful, gorgeous sell signals. Look how gorgeous they were. Why? Because it just broke down through low value area. So if you're going to trade the 3 sim, you must violate or break the LVA, get away from it, and retest it. Not by one bar and go back inside of it. You want to get away from it, get some space. You see white space in between it, and then you want to retest it. You want to see the red fib dots. You want to see the arrow. You want to see the order bar confirmation, the second bar to close below so you know you got more supply than demand. And we nailed the exact bar again. Not an area. Not, oh, well, maybe this is a sell. Oh, maybe it's a buy. The heck with that. That's for amateur traders. That's for traders. I don't care if you have 40 years experience in the market. I don't care if you have 0 years experience in the market. The algorithm or the indicator will tell you, it will do all the work for you. Because I'm looking at the market profile. It's been around since 1985. It told us that the order flow is breaking down. Our rule of thumb is if we're in a downtrend, which we are, we let LVA break. We let it retest. We look to go short. And it nailed it to the exact bar on both of these guys. It nailed it on the 5 sim. But you must understand the relationship between the 5 and 3 sim. If you lease my J signal and you trade all these other markets, I don't care. You can put this on anything. Look at copper, right? It works on copper. Look at soybeans. Look at corn. Look at the euro. Look at the British pound. Look at the Aussie. Look at silver. I don't care what you trade. Look at the S&P 400, the 500, the Russell 2000. Look at the Dow. Look at the NASDAQ futures. It works on all of them. The same exact setup on the 5 and 3 sim. But you must know how to trade it. You will get stopped out a lot if you just trade the 3 sim arrows. You cannot just trade the 3 sim. It is shallow retracements. You know better. I'm teaching you to be smarter than that. You don't trade all 3 sim retracements because you only use them when you're breaking through market profile because that's tipping us off. Market profile is setting the trade up. Then we get the shallow retracement and then we get the exact bar arrow. Boom. Now, if I trade the 3 sim, what I like to do is I like to use these black lines as my stops. I like to use those black lines as my stops if I do the order bar confirmation, the second bar after the arrow. If it closes below it, I like to use the black stops. If I use the 5 sim Rico, what I'm doing personally in my own live account is I'm using my stop. If I get in, if the arrow comes up and I get in at the second bar that closes below, I'm doing 1 bar before the arrow. It's high. Sometimes it'll stop to the exact tick, and I've seen hundreds of trades where it'll stop to the exact tick. Or if you want a less stop, if you use that order bar confirmation, drop your stop down to the high of that arrow. Look at the small stop that you have for the big run. Check that out. Same trade we had yesterday. Check that out. 78.40 all the way down to almost 77.60. Almost $800 trade again. We just had an $800 trade yesterday potential. Same exact setup on the 5 sim. Same exact one yesterday morning. We had the same exact $800 move. Same one. Same exact move, guys. Here it is. Right there is our $800 move up. Right there. To the exact bar. Look at that right here. Exact bar entry. Using that order flow bar. $800 move up, $800 move down per 1 contract. That's just being smarter than your trading opponents. We know the exact bar to get into, but be aware there's a difference between the 5 and 3 sim. If you just want to trade deep retracements, just have the 5 sim Rico up. If you want to trade both 5 and 3, I would not take 3 unless I'm breaking through market profile retesting. And that's just point blank on how we do it. Okay? The best way to do it. The exits are the symmetry dots. Now look, pay attention. Pay attention, Bilby. Your exits are your symmetry dots. I said the third set of symmetry dots typically calls the low. I've been doing this ever since I programmed the symmetry dots 3 years ago. These are leading indicators to let you know where to bail. The third set of symmetry dots are typically a low in the market. You should be bailed almost all your contracts on the third set of symmetry dots after you enter. Here's your final exit, or you should just have a few contracts left for a runner. The symmetry dots are the blue dots for shorts. They're the red dots for sells if you get longs. Good job, John. Good job on the euro, buddy. It works on all markets. It's crazy. You can literally, once you build up, is have your own mini hedge fund. You can have your mini hedge fund by just putting 5 Simrico charts up and looking at various markets and waiting for 5 Simrico trades with order flow bar confirmation trades coming in. You can spread it out if you like. If there's, I know there's a lot of traders we have, husband and wife that trade multiple markets. Don't trade the same market. Don't trade the same market. You can spread your risk and trade multiple markets just off the 5 sim. I know a lot of traders who subscribe to JSignal do that. They have their own mini hedge fund. They just trade the 5 sim Renko, wait for the deep retracements, get in, put their stops in, and let her go. A lot of traders doing that. I got traders that don't even log in this trading room that trade outside of this room that have the JSignal on other markets. It's very, very effective. It's very reliable. But you got to know how to trade the difference between a 5 and a 3 sim. The third set of symmetry dots should be your final exit, or you should be almost out, Bilby. You got to scale up these symmetry dots after you enter, though. It's going to reduce your risk, okay? Are we on the same page, guys and gals, the 5 versus the 3 sim? Give me a Y if you understand that. Gerald, shut that off.